Well, enough of your T20 stuff. Let's get down to the original form of cricket, the longest form of cricket, and the best form of cricket, Test cricket. If you're one of those people who will set your alarm clocks, disturb your sleep every morning to wake up and watch the Australia versus India Test series, you will want to know all the numbers that I've brought for you as a statistical preview. Australian cricket took great pride in the way they played their game. They played it hard, but they also played it fair. Once the big boys left the Australian Test side, it was left up to Steve Smith and David Warner to take this team forward, and they did. Between January 1st, 2013 to 26 March 2018, which is when that thing in Cape Town happened, Steve Smith and David Warner were amongst the top 3 run getters in the format. There was no other player who'd scored more centuries in Test cricket than David Warner and Steve Smith. Of course, Kohli made equal number of centuries as David Warner, but there was none who overtook them. Every time Australia won, Steve Smith scored at an average of just a shade under 90, while David Warner scored at an average of 55. All it took was a piece of sandpaper on a kookaburra ball to stain the Australian whites. As for India, well, Test cricket की बात हो और विराट कोहली की बात ना हो, ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. King Kohli, ever since that disastrous run in England in 2014, has completely revamped himself as a batsman. He scored over 4,000 runs in this period at an average of almost 65 and has also scored 18 Test centuries. In the 13 series he's played in this period, every time he's batted more than once, in every series he's got at least one score of 50 plus, barring only one series, and that was the last time these two sides met in India. But in this tour, Virat Kohli must be wary of Nathan Lyon, who is the most successful bowler against Kohli alongside James Anderson and Stuart Broad. But also, Nathan Lyon should be wary of Virat Kohli, who's only behind AB de Villiers in scoring the most number of runs against Nathan Lyon. What's going on, bros? As for the Indian bowlers, उन्हें 2018 का calendar frame करा के अपनी दीवार पे लगा लेना चाहिए, because it's been that kind of a year. The Indian pacers in 2018 have taken 132 wickets, which is the most by any bunch of Indian pacers in a calendar year. In this calendar year, the Indian pacers averaged 24.18, which is again the best in a calendar year for a group of Indian pacers where they've bowled over 500 overs. 5 Indian pacers this year have taken 5 wicket hauls. That is, again, yeah, you guessed it, the most number of 5 wicket hauls in a calendar year by Indian pacers. These Indian pacers are fast, they're furious, and boy are they ready. Now to the worries for both the sides. Rohit Sharma makes yet another Test comeback. Yes, and that's a worry because every time Rohit Sharma bats outside of Asia in a Test match, he scores at an average of less than Bhuvneshwar Kumar. But this might just be a tour where Rohit Sharma returns into the reckoning, stamps his authority and says, I am back in the business. As for Australia, the Marsh brothers have had a recent past that is just sluggish. In their last 10 innings, both the Marsh brothers seem to fail to put bat on ball. Both of them average under 15 and both of them have not had even a single half century between them. You guys might want to change that maybe. Now that you've taken down all the numbers that you need to know for this Australia versus India Test series, there's only one thing left to do: to enjoy the treat of Test match cricket. As for me, I will return when another series beckons. Until then, ta-da!